So you're probably already aware that Rolex is basically limiting their production of stainless steel models. I recently visited a local AD here in New York. It's an authorized dealer that I actually visited a few months ago to take a look at a Milgauss. I have my eye on purchasing a Rolex. I'm turning 40 in a few months, and I'm selling a couple of watches in my collection, and I'm going to buy my first Rolex. And I want to get a stainless steel sports model. So, like I said, I visited this AD, and basically the entire case, their Rolex case, which was very large, was essentially empty except for a few gold and platinum pieces. Other than that, they had one Milgauss that was in stainless steel, obviously. And other than that, nothing. There were no other Explorers, of course, no Submariners, and forget about GMTs. They had nothing. So I ended up looking at this watch. It's the GMT Master from 1979 with a Pepsi bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. However, they wanted $14,000 for this watch, which I found to be extremely expensive, in my opinion. But I still asked a few questions about the watch because I would never pay $14,000 for it, but I asked a few questions to get a little bit more information on it. And they actually never called me back because I believe that it sold. They told me that they would call me back. I told them that I was interested in the watch, and I asked simple questions, but they never actually got back to me. So we could see that these watches are really selling themselves. They don't really need to do any work to sell these watches, and it's pretty incredible. Even the vintage watches are skyrocketing in price. Rolex has always been masters of their marketing. They've created a brand that is desirable, and people want to buy and own a Rolex, and they will buy it as their first luxury watch or possibly their only luxury watch, and use this watch for the rest of their lives and hand it down to the next generation. However, through this sort of shortage and their marketing, they've also created a new customer. And those, I would say there's two types of customers, and they could be the same. They're not you and me. They're not the collector. They're not the person who is buying this watch and handing it down to the next generation, or the person who wants to collect and loves the brand and has respect for the brand. They are the person who want to show off their watch on social media. They only care about the fact that they're hard to get. They have money, but they don't really understand why they want this watch in the first place. They only understand that it's something that's hard to get, and it's going to be really cool to put on their Instagram or Facebook page or wherever they might want to post it. And it's really just sort of a, hey, I have the money. I'm able to purchase this for over the asking price. They're going crazy. Everybody wants one, and I have one. And look, I could put it on my Instagram. I could put it on my Facebook. And then there's also the person who thinks that they're going to buy it today for $15,000, $5,000, $6,000 over asking price, and then sell it in 5 years for $25,000 or $30,000. And they're going to put it in their safe, and they're not going to wear it, or they're going to wear it and they're going to sell it anyway, or whatever it might be. And the problem with these people is that they don't realize that watches are actually a very bad investment. And really investing in a watch, it's great that you could sell your watch for what you paid for it. In a lot of cases with a Rolex, that is the case. However, you're not going to be able to do that at all times. The market will take a dip. The market will go down. It's cyclical. Right now we're at a high. We will be lower at some point. And when you go to sell your Rolex, you're going to have a problem. And the first thing that goes in down times in the market are luxury items. People immediately stop buying luxury items. And what's going to happen is the demand will now meet the production if there is a downturn in the market. Rolex sports models will be readily available in ADs, and this has happened in the past where vintage Rolexes were selling for nothing. You could go into a Rolex AD and get a 20% discount just from bargaining. especially on their precious metal models. And this is just how it's been in the past, and it will happen again. Will it happen soon? Quite possibly. If the market doesn't hold up and things take a little bit of a turn, like I said, people immediately stop buying those things. And what are the first things that they sell when there's a downturn in the market? Luxury items. They don't sell their computer, they don't sell their TV, they sell the watch that they have that's an extra watch that they don't need. And if they are too late, they're going to make a big mistake, and they're going to miss the market. And so those speculators, that's the other type of person who are buying these watches, buying these Rolexes. And I think it's kind of sad in general for collectors and actual people who want to buy that one watch, that want to wear it for the whole life, create a story around their watch. The people who, who love the brand and really like the watch. I think it's sad that they aren't able to get these watches anymore, because when they go to an authorized dealer, there's literally no watches in the case. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about what Rolex is doing? What do you think about those people that I talked about? The Instagrammer who only cares about what's on his wrist and how he could show it off on Instagram. Or what do you think about the person who's speculating and only purchasing Rolexes based off the fact that they think they're gonna be worth more money in the future? Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll continue to make these videos. I really appreciate your support, and thank you very much.